Welcome to this week's episode of the Rutledge Perspective. And as we get closer to the end of the year, we're all starting to think about how we wind down, but also how we prepare ourselves and start thinking about what the next year is going to be like and what we're going to focus on and what our strategy is going to be. And so one of the things that I always try to do and think through is cluttered house, cluttered mind. And how do we declutter so that we are open and able to think through where we want to go, what we want to do, and have the space to do that. Many years ago, I read a post that said, if you have a cluttered desk, you have a cluttered mind. Now, at this point in time, I was, I think, an individual contributor at some company, and I am a piler. So I had piles of everything all over my desk. But if you asked me for something, I knew exactly where it was. If you asked me to put everything away, I couldn't find a thing. It was just the way I managed my life, was in these little piles. But the further I got up in the organization and the busier my schedule got and the more demands there were on my time and on my effort, these piles became more and more of a problem. And I would walk into my desk and I would just see stuff. I wouldn't see organization. I wouldn't see the things that I needed to see. I'd just see stuff. And by doing that, it made my mind feel cluttered. I felt more stressed. I felt more put upon. It just wasn't working for me. And I recalled what I had heard: cluttered desk, cluttered mind. And I found as I began to clear my space, when I'd walk in, even if those days I didn't really put it away, I just put it in a drawer so I couldn't see it, at least I was able to have space when I walked in and I could literally breathe. I could have a moment before the chaos started to just see open space, open mind. So here's an example for you in real life. Think about that garage that you need to clean out or that closet. And every time you get ready to do it, you go just see all the junk. And so then you have to decide again, actively, do I really want to do this? Because this is like 4 days worth of work. Or I'll just put it off next time. Well, every time you put it off, more stuff seems to pile up. That closet seems to get closer and closer and closer around you because of all the stuff that's in it. It's the same thing as you go into this year. What is that clutter that may physically be on your desk, but it may be just clutter in your space? It may be clutter in your mind, clutter in your spirit. What is that clutter that you can move away so that you have room to breathe, so that you have space to be silent, so that you have space to think about, what do I want to do? What do I want to manifest in this next year? What do I need to change? What do I need to add? When you've got so much around you and so much in your head, you don't have that space for clarity. And in order for us to be successful, we have to have moments of clarity so that we can make good decisions and thoughtful decisions and be actively moving towards the goals that we have. And clutter just hinders that. So as you move through the rest of this year and you've got all the busyness of the holidays and everyone needs your time and you've got all of these meetings because everybody's trying to get the stuff done before the end of the year that they put off in the summer, give yourself space. Find the place that you can declutter. Move all of those files off of your desk. Take a day, schedule it in your calendar. Today is my cleanup day. Put all the files away. No meetings. Time to actually go out and have lunch. And give yourself the room and the permission to have the time to make the decisions that you really want to make in a space that's clutter-free. There's no thing that you can find that you won't be able to find in the silence. And that's the Rutledge perspective for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. And my question to you is, what are you going to do about your piles of clutter? I know I've got a lot of mine I've got to address here at the end of the year. Please leave your comments below. We could all use quick hits and hacks for decluttering, both mind, body, and spirit. You can see a replay of this video. You can read the longer blog, or you can listen to the podcast on my website at laurelrutledge.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I'll see you next time. Thank you for visiting my village. I am so excited that you did, and I'm truly humbled you chose to spend some of your time with me. If this or another episode of the Rutledge Perspective spoke to you, please give us a great rating. And please leave your comments, as I want to know your perspective on this topic. Your comments form the basis for continuous improvement and additional content, and I take them very seriously. You can find more information on episodes of the show or book a discovery call with me on laurelrutledge.com. You can also follow me on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter. Oh, and if there's someone you think would enjoy or benefit from the Rutledge perspective, please pass it along.